Hey everybody, good afternoon. This should be an interesting live. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come in before we get started. So I'm here. I'm a mute. I'm just gonna wait for some more people to come in before we get started. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not looking at the chat room right now. I'll be looking at it in a second. Drop me a one though, if you guys can hear me good. We're just waiting for some more people to come in. It should be an interesting live. Um, Y'all know if I'm coming to the table with something, I want y'all to pay attention and peep it. Um, I'm gonna go over real quick exactly what this live is going to be about. Let me make sure you guys can hear me good. Okay, I see the ones. Okay, I'm looking at the chat room. Hey, Siobhan, Angelina, Tanya, Charles, Mr. Anointed, Linda, Bossy T, Vanette, Netcon. Hey, everybody. Yeah, y'all, this is gonna be an interesting live. So what we're gonna talk about today is I am going to pretty much, okay, prove to y'all once again, okay, we should have no doubt whatsoever once we leave this live that this was a Vice Lord setup, okay, over Kanika running off with some money that we pretty sure she took or got from Rico. Okay. And what I mean by running off, I actually just mean just living her life and jacking off some money and doing her thing. I don't mean, taking the money and running off, leaving the city. No. Just basically jacking off some money. This has something to do with money, and it's a Vice Lord setup, and that's what I'm here to prove to y'all today. Okay, and we also want to go over what role did the GDs and BDs play in this setup, if any. Okay, and I'm going to bring some strong receipts with that. All right, y'all. So, hey, John. Hey, John. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go through some of that stuff, y'all. And by the time we walk away from this conversation, I think we're going to have a broader picture of what's really going on. Okay. I've spoken to John and the team behind the scenes. If you guys are in the Facebook discussion group, you guys pretty much, I share some things in there before I do my live. So I'm pretty sure y'all know where I'm going with this. Okay. Y'all seen some things. So you guys get inside that Facebook live group. Y'all can get a head start as to the information I'm going to bring to the table. Okay. Blessings, everybody. All right, so y'all, we're gonna have a conversation like I do, and I'm gonna show y'all some pictures that I have, and I'm really determined to show everything, okay? Because I know normally when I do my lives, I'm still new with trying to, do this live discussion, do the panels, plus bring the pictures into play and all that stuff. So a lot of times I overlook some stuff, and some valuable information that I be wanting to bring to the table. I might forget to show y'all. So I'm gonna take my time with this one. I'm gonna make sure I show y'all everything, okay? Um, and that's that. All right. So just roll with me. If you don't have time, come back and watch it again. But we're gonna get some stuff done and we gonna make some sense of this shit. All right. We're gonna jump right into it. All right, y'all. So as I told y'all from the very beginning, Kanika and Rico had this thing. once she moved over to Vice Lord territory. Okay. They were like Bonnie and Clyde. Okay. Come to find out, Kanika was selling drugs, with her boyfriend, like a lot of young girls do, on the corner, selling drugs with her bae, making money together. Okay. Locked up, girls supposed to hold them down. We all know how that go, right? Girls supposed to hold them down. I'm just gonna show y'all a few pictures. But unfortunately, in this situation, Kanika didn't. Okay, this was the picture we found that was posted on Kanika's page that somebody actually took, and this was around the same time Rico was locked up. As we all know, Kanika did not have an income tax check that would allow her to get thousands of dollars. I'm just saying, keep this in mind. Kanika did have some money during the time Rico was locked up. Okay. We do notice she worked a job, but okay, aside from all of that, y'all, we looking at proof, we looking at evidence that Kanika had some money that she was flogging. Okay, so we can only believe that, because a lot of people were saying, well, she had some money like that. How come she didn't? She wasn't really dressed like that, or what could she have done with the money? She could have looked out for her mom. She could have looked out for Miss Teresa, and that's probably the guilt that Miss Teresa have. The fact that she knows she actually was spending the money too. She was also buying expensive name brand nice stuff like young girls do, jacking off money. Okay, so for somebody to say they can't actually see her having his money, you better look again. Or put some binoculars on. Okay? Because Kanika was definitely balling right after her nigga was locked up. Okay? Kanika was Rico's ride or die buddy. Okay, they did everything together. Fought together, sold dope together, all of that. All right? Don't believe me? Go back and look the shit up yourself. All right? What happened was Rico got locked up. Rico was at the peak of his game before he got locked up. Rico was at the top of his fucking game before he got locked up. But Rico go to jail for damn near a year. Not right. I was up on the bucks and clothes. Came home, I ain't have shit. Okay? On Goody grave. He came home, he ain't have shit. Still out here, not dependent on no motherfuckers. That's why I don't give a fuck about shit, because once you gone, meaning once you get locked up, motherfuckers gonna forget all about you quick. Is anybody with me? Is anybody with me? Rico suffered a loss when Rico went to jail. Rico was at the top of his game. He had money, he had clothes, he had all that shit. Rico Bucks was up. Rico came home, and on Goody Graves, he ain't had shit. Because when he left, motherfuckers forget all about him. Are y'all following me? Like I said, I'm bringing shit to the table today. Period. For whoever want to fucking doubt me. I know who I am, and I know why I'm here. Okay? So keep doubting me, because I'm telling you, y'all doubt is fuel for my fire. Keep doubting me. I was flat broke just a couple months ago. I told Clap, which is probably my homeboy, I really want this shit. Big bro got me right. He looked out for me. He gave me some money, put some money in my hand. Thanks, love. You know how we rock. He was just broke a couple months ago. He came home broke. Rico came home to nothing. As he just said in his previous status. He was on top of his shit. He had money. He had clothes. Bam, he came home flat broke. And his girl prior to that is posting pictures and she's flogging with money, with clothes, with leathers, with boots, with shoes, with new weaves. Is anybody feeling me? I love when y'all doubt me because it's fuel to my fire. All right? Just know that. Just know that. I couldn't really see it either in the beginning because I was kind of, like I said, deceived for a little minute, but I never was a fan of Rico. So, whatever, it wasn't a huge surprise for me because I was never a fan of this nigga. Who want to get in the group chat? And I'm bringing this shit up to y'all for a reason because I told y'all from the very beginning they have private group chats and it goes up in a group chat. And later on, I'm exposed to y'all some. I'm not inside the group chat, but I pretty much know what the fuck is going on inside them group chats. They throwing out all type of shit. They was from the beginning to steer the narrative and confuse the fuck out the world in a private group chat, which is the same information that we found. And like we said before, I wish I had Nancy Grace to come on here, that these guys have secret fucking pages, channels and shit linked to them, that they was putting out false information to steer the narrative. They have a secret private group chat, like I told y'all. Remember, I said this shit before, and I didn't even know this shit. I didn't even have this confirmation before, and I said, y'all, they probably got a group chat, and they just telling us, talking to each other. They probably talking to each other, and they're like, shit, we're going to throw this shit out there and fuck them all up. Because y'all have to remember, we was being called some Facebook detectives since the very first Irene Lab went out. They called us some Facebook detectives, some FBI, all type of shit, Facebook investigators. Okay, so let me tell y'all, when I tell you they've been playing with your motherfucking head since the very first live, and I'm going to prove that shit to y'all to motherfucking day. And I feel like this because we have been going through a roller coaster of fucking emotions pertaining to this case, and today that shit gonna end. I'm about to expose all these motherfuckers. I've been told y'all, said they got a group chat. He probably said, y'all, I'm about to drop this status. You know what I'm saying? Don't say shit. They know. They kicking it in there. That's the shit we don't see. Okay, this nigga came home sick. Okay, Rico came home from jail sick after being gone a year, having money. Can you imagine? Like, okay, tell me I'm not on the right track. Can you imagine stacking your money, having all this paper, having all this shit before you go on top of your game? What's the do? You had all the clothes, you had all this shit. Boom, you come home, you ain't got shit because your girl didn't hold you down. Is anybody feeling me? Because your girl didn't hold you down. You came home, you ain't got shit. This real life stuff we talking about, and I see this type of shit every day. But we gonna call this shit out right here. As I said to y'all, Rico has been trying to come up, get his money back since he came home. Pay attention. His girl, his so-called best friend, a love of his life, the one he was in love with, she came home. She passed away, and 2 months later, he's talking about getting his money back. All he can talk about is really getting his money up. He suffered a hell of a loss. Okay, and these guys have started and really created the whole plan. Okay, they are the creators of this theory, the drunk girl theory. They are the creators of this. Look at the status. Damn, Kanika, the fuck, man. You know more to be careful. You know to be careful. You the mature one out the crowd. How you suppose? Hold on. You supposed to been like that? Hold on. You wasn't supposed to been like that. Okay, this is what he's trying to say. Damn, Kanika, the fuck, man. You the more careful one, the more mature one out the crowd. You're not supposed to be drunk like that. You wasn't supposed to be drunk like that. This is somebody who been with this girl for years. Okay, he told y'all she is the more mature one, the more careful one. Niggas don't even know what they saying out their mouth. This nigga just told us she is the more mature one, the more careful one out the crowd. But then turned around and fed us that drunk girl motherfucking theory. He ain't came and said shit like, what the fuck happened, y'all? He ain't get on none of them niggas there. I was locked up. What happened, y'all? What happened to her? Because my girl is the more mature one out the crowd. I know my girl. She the more careful one out the crowd. Y'all niggas better start talking and tell me something. You see what I'm saying? He fed us the drunk girl theory. Are y'all following me? The Vice Lord's the fucking creator of the drunk girl theory. Of course they was feeding us that bullshit. Because like Raya said from the beginning, why would you kill your homeboy's ex-girl or your homeboy's baby mama who he was just fucking in love with? Why would y'all be a part of any setup? Because they initiated that shit. All right? Because they initiated that shit. Period. Okay, and I just wanted to point this out real quick. I don't know, if Rosemont Hotels is the spot for them, is the thing to do. I'm pretty sure they go to different hotels and shit like that. But I just wanted y'all to peep out on Rico's page that they go shopping. A true fucking religious store is in Rosemont. So I'm pretty sure they didn't been, they hang out in Rosemont. The true religious store is in Rosemont. Okay, the first time I heard a motherfucker talking about Rosemont, it was coming from Rico. Let me just point that out. Okay, let me just point that out. So whether or not they go to the hotel, they visit the hotel a lot, they hang in Rosemont because a lot of them motherfuckers go to the true religious store. Little shit I wanted to point out to y'all. Connect some dots real quick. This is the Vice Lord setup, and I hope you guys can see that shit. Another little dot I just wanted to connect. Don't know if it really means shit, but let's just take a look at it. This nigga has seizures. I showed y'all that in the last live. I'm gonna bring it up again. Rico has seizures. Okay? How the fuck Kanika get some seizure medication in her system? Just some shit I wanted to point out. Okay, look at the status. I just woke up. It's so fucking cold. I'm off the drink last night. Forgot I opened the window. I woke up shaking, thought I was having a seizure again. Hashtag Rico. Y'all gonna follow me, follow me. Y'all gonna follow me, follow me. Okay, Rico was sick about that money. He was sick about losing that fucking money. Okay, and at the same time, shit had to be done. It was the perfect timing. It was the perfect timing, and this is why. Not only was her brother locked up, the nigga she was with was locked up too, tax free. Perfect timing. They can go ahead and do this shit because half these niggas was locked up. All right, I can't keep holding it in. And when I tell y'all Rico was really winning the public over by being extra and shit, he was winning everybody over with his extra ass. I can't keep holding it in. I can't believe you gone. We was best friends because you had a nigga when I was booked. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't even understand where he just went with that status. But anyway, but he ain't know you like I know you. That sound like some jealousy ass type shit to me. Who with me? That nigga ain't know you like I know you. That nigga whole status went left. He started off like, I can't hold it in. I can't believe you gone. But you had a nigga when I was locked up, and that nigga ain't know you like I know you. Pay attention and peep this shit. Pay attention to people. Come on now. Pay attention and peep this shit. Not only did Kanika take that motherfucking money and live and have a nice life and enjoy herself, she started fucking with another dude who is considered the op. Did I just give y'all like 3 motives for them niggas to set her up? Another thing is too, I'm just gonna point this out. Probably don't have anything to do with Kanika, but look at the mindset of a motherfucker. Niggas get in the mud, they can't get out that motherfucker because your mama swiping and your daddy the big homie. Just make me think about Kanika's situation. Remember, I told y'all her mama side of the family, you know, your mama and them ain't got shit, your mama and them curse, and your daddy side of the family, the big homie. Would y'all listen? Didn't I? And your daddy and them the big homie. You ain't getting out the mud. Motherfucker can't get out the mud. Your mama swiping and your daddy the big homie. I be in them churches working by myself now, for myself now. Thank you, Rico, for all this confirmation with your big mouth ass. And that's the thing that killed me. Motherfuckers be talking about no snitching. They don't realize how big their mouth is and how they be incriminating themselves and getting themselves into some shit. So they just want to flodge and run their mouth. I'm just saying. I'm going to always keep it 1,000. I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now we're gonna go over the GDs or BDs enrollment and its setup because this was clearly a Vice Lord setup. This was clearly something that was initiated by Rico, okay, or set up by Rico, put into play by Rico, by the Vice Lords, okay, and that answers are why Kanika. Okay, if other people died that night, I don't know because I was really called to speak on behalf of Kanika. I know a young lady by the name of Eugenia was killed in a car wreck, a couple days later or the next day. But as far as that, what happened in that day, I believe it was a Vice Lord setup, and I believe the Vice Lord setup was on Kanika about some money, which his cousin Rakita basically told us in the beginning, you don't play with a motherfucking money. You don't know if it's their last. Now do it make sense to y'all? Because that was Rico's last. He had to come home to nothing. Let's make this shit make sense. Okay. So now, which leads me and my team to looking at, okay, well, now why would the GD get involved in something so personal like that? Why would they, the GDs and the BDs, why would they involve themselves in an ambush that somebody is doing on one of their own? Okay, this is the reason for the setup to you guys, because remember, they ambushing one of their own. So y'all keep saying why they just didn't roll up on them and shoot them. They were attacking one of their own. Drop me some bombs, some fire, or something to let me know y'all feeling me. They were ambushing one of their own, and they're gonna turn that shit around and make it look like it was other groups that did that shit. And I'm about to get down to the nitty gritty and prove to y'all. And yes, I'm getting ready to prove to y'all that the BDs and the GDs had nothing to fucking do with the setup of Kanika. Let's go. Before I bring this to the table, I'm going to offer a heartfelt apology to Kenneth Tart and Rashawn Mitchell. The other guys' names I did not know. Okay, but you two, I have attacked personally because everything in me felt like you guys was involved. And that was because I came into this thing as well as my team, okay, with the information that we were getting from the outside, not realizing that the outsiders was the one that was confusing and helping confuse the situation. Thank God that we decided to start and take this case back to the beginning. So before I get off into this shit, I want to offer you, Kenneth Tart and Rashawn Mitchell, a heartfelt apology because no, I do not believe you guys were there at that hotel or have anything to do with that setup on Kenneka. And I'm going to have to prove to the rest of the world and back you motherfuckers up right now. Let's get it. All right. I'm going to prove to y'all that the BDs was not there and they have nothing to do with the setup of Kenneka. All right, I'm just gonna go this, take y'all to this photo real quick just so y'all can actually get familiar with what they look like, who are the BDs. A lot of you people have mixed up Kenneth Tart and Tolliver, and y'all on some bullshit because after 7 fucking months, something that simple should not have been mixed in. I'm thinking some of y'all people are purposely doing shit to mess up this case. All right, so we're not on Tolliver Herman. We're talking about Kenneth Tart. Okay, standing right there in the front. All right, with the shirt open, that's Kenneth Tart. Now, if anybody's seen this nigga on the footage, excuse me, I'm coming raw and real right now. Point that shit out. All right, point that shit out. And I'm going to tell you why you're lying, because he wasn't there. Nor was his boy, Rashawn. But guess what? They were set up and made to look like they were there. Just like I told y'all from the beginning, I even questioned the Winky, Plucky, and Quan. I questioned them from the very, very beginning. I questioned whether or not they were there. Okay? And come to find out, they weren't. They wasn't there. Okay? So what y'all need to understand is when y'all take this shit back and get to looking at some shit, Kenneth Tart was really expressing himself a lot. But I think it was going over a lot of our heads because we just felt like Kenneth Tart was there and he did some shit. And we felt like he said he lifted Kenneka's soul, even though the comment about Kenneka wasn't even made during the time he was on live. Let's just get that out there. Okay? On BD. Kenneth Tart is a BD. I wish you niggas stop trying to copy me out here. The jig is up. Vix. Let's read this again slowly in case y'all ain't catch it. On BD. I wish you niggas stop trying to copy me out here. The jig is up. Vix. I'm sorry, not Vix. Vikes. Not Vix. Vikes. Because it look like it's spelled like Vix. Vikes is the Vice Lord. The jig is up, Vice Lord. Y'all niggas need to stop trying to copy me around here. Y'all niggas need to stop trying to act like y'all me around here. Stop trying to get clout off our name out here. let's hear more what Kenneth Tart had to say to the Vice Lord. Some shit that probably went right over all of our heads. Because we don't fuck with them. Don't like them. Can't stand them. I look in the chat room, but I'm on one right now. Because I actually reached out to Kenneth Tart, and I told him I don't know if he gonna see it, I don't know if he gonna give a fuck, but I told him I was gonna come hard and I was gonna apologize and I was gonna, speak on behalf of the BDs because I sincerely feel like they didn't have anything to do with this, and that's just what I'm gonna do. All right. I never had a dog in this race. None of us did. Only thing we want is the truth out there. And if a motherfucker didn't do it, they didn't do it. If they wasn't there, they wasn't there. And I just have to be fair. I have to be fair and I have to be honest. You see what I'm saying? No matter if I have to go backtrack, I have to be fair and I have to be honest. Okay, Kenneth Tart, I'm not a picture painter, but I paint pictures. Okay, that might not mean shit to y'all, but Shit, he like, I'm not even out here doing shit, but I guess my name, who I am, is painting pictures and shit. But let's just take a look at him. That wasn't really what I wanted to show y'all. But let's just keep looking at it, okay? Kind of get a feel and idea for who the BDs are. Let's get a feel and idea for who the BDs are. Some young boys, like they want to have some fun. Let's get a feel and idea before we accuse these boys. Let's get a feel and idea of who they are. See why I stepped outside the Crown Plaza and I started looking at these groups of people that we were accusing? Let's get a feel and idea of who the BDs are. How about that, y'all? Just for 1 second. Just for 1 second. All right? Just for 1 second. Because we have the world have really accused a lot of people that was not there. They have accused, still on these guys' page, a lot of people that have nothing to do with this. And I'm going to prove to you guys that Kenneth Tart and Rashawn Mitchell only know Monifa and Kanika. Let's make this shit make sense. Enough. This title of this video is called Truth and Deceptions. We have been led astray. We have been deceived by the vice lords inside they private ass groups, throwing out other shit and steering the narrative and allowing the world to put people in a fucking hotel that wasn't even there. Let's do this shit. Let's get a feel for who the BDs are before we try to accuse them of some shit. Kenneth Tart, let's look at you. Let's get a feel for who you are, Kenneth Tart, because we done called you all type of shit. We done called you every name under the bus but the Son of God. So let's get a feel for who you are for a minute, Kenneth Tart. To acquire knowledge, one must study. To acquire wisdom, one must observe. He observing shit. Let's get a feel for who you are for 1 second, Kenneth Tart. We want to know a little bit about who the fuck Kenneth Tart is. I'm just saying. Did Kenneth Tart just say, first of all, at the top, he said, I'm just focused on bettering myself. Big ups to you, Kenneth Tart. Anybody big ups Kenneth Tart for bettering himself? But look at the bottom. Did anybody peep this? I will never acknowledge no insane renegade. None over that shit. You don't even know who the fuck you are. Stay up, though, goofy ass vice. Let me read that shit again. I will never acknowledge a renegade. Who is Ty? Who is Ty Rowland? Was Ty Rowland breaking trays and dissing his gang in the video? That tells you right there that Kenneth Tart was not with Ty Rowland. Ty Rowland was in the video breaking trays, dissing his gang. Ty Rowland is the renegade. Kenneth Tart told us, if we paid attention, I will never acknowledge an insane renegade, aka Ty Rowland. You niggas don't even know who y'all are for real. Because remember, we went over renegades. They fucking flopped to whoever. They be with whoever. So he said, y'all don't even know who y'all is for real. Then he turned around and say, stay up, you goofy ass vice lord. Are y'all with me? Kenneth Tart was not at that motherfucking hotel or mixed with them people that night. I'm going to keep on proving to y'all it's the all fucking vice lord setup, and they've been steering the fucking narrative all along, y'all. Let's get it. We got to read these motherfucking statuses and take that shit for what it's worth. Let's find out a little bit more about you, Kenneth Tart. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about you, Kenneth Tart. Bro, on BD, last night was crazy. We done took over like 7 kickbacks. Then set a whole telly on fire. Stop right there. November the 25th. They was at a hotel. When y'all seen that live, they was at a hotel. The BDs is some partying motherfuckers, and they always be at hotels. So when they was going live that day, and they was like, look at our presidential suite, look at our hotel, and look at our pool and all that shit. That is just what they do. And that live was not done on the same day as Irene's party. Let me say that again. Kenneth Tart's live at that Marriott hotel, at that pool area, was not done on the same day of Irene's party. And let me also clear up the rumor and tell y'all, Kenneth Tart did not have a DoubleTree room that night. Okay, somebody rented a DoubleTree room that night. Might have been some more Vice Lords, but it was not the BDs. The BDs was nowhere near the Crown Plaza that night. The BDs was at a whole different. They was all at the show. I'm gonna prove that to y'all too. Seeing it, the whole damn hood was at the show seeing it, damn near. And that's the reason why Kanika and her girls wanted to go to the show to go see it, because the whole city was damn near going to the show to go see it. Okay? They always have kickbacks, y'all. Okay? They always have hotel parties, y'all. Kenneth Tart said it, okay? They had one a couple months later. That is what they do. So I just want to kill the rumor in case somebody say, well, why was they at a hotel? It just seems suspicious, because that's what they do. But that room that lab that they took was not the same day as Irene's lab, and it was not at the DoubleTree. It was at the Marriott, and it was a different hotel party. But some people, I have not figured out. I probably would never know. Was it the world that did this shit, or was it the ops that did this shit? But some people have literally thrown that shit in and mixed some stuff up. If you get what I'm saying. Let's go. Probably the world. That's why they kept saying motherfuckers didn't know what they was talking about. Probably the world. No telling. Kenneth Tart for a minute. I feel like we owe him that. All right? We owe him that. We owe him that to look at. We owe him that, right? Kenneth Tart say his main goal is to get out the hood. And not to be in the hood. He only got one goal. Because it's the same. He only got one goal, is to be out there. He trying to leave the motherfucking hood. Okay. Let's look at Kenneth Tart. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna bring this shit to light, whether I take all day or not. I don't give a fuck. I feel like, at this point, it's time for the truth to be revealed. And that's just the bottom line. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of kickbacks, a lot of hotel parties. I'm pretty sure all these gangs, have kickbacks, hotel parties, shit like that. So that's why it's easy to take a live and kind of put it out there and say it was on the same night. You see what I'm saying? But it was not on the same night. And it was not, and that's where all the mixture and the confusion came from. Remember, y'all, on the police statement, it was said that she was also at the DoubleTree Hotel. These guys was at the Marriott on a whole different day. So they was never supposed to be thrown in the mix from the beginning. Okay. Kenneth Tart, let's look into you. He say, if you don't dick ride me on Dave, I will never acknowledge you. I don't know about y'all, but I just started seeing Kenneth Tart as a real ass nigga last night. Y'all better go down Kenneth Tart page and just get to know him for yourself. I just started like, Kenneth Tart is a real ass nigga. Kenneth Tart, like, I don't acknowledge the op. Period. I don't fuck with the op. Period. The Vice Lord is the op to the BDs. The GDs is the op to the BDs. Kenneth Tartt said, if you the op, don't dick ride me. Listen, just pay attention. On Dave, I will never acknowledge you niggas. He ain't even acknowledged the situation. He ain't even acknowledged the fact that you was on live breaking trays. Cause nigga, you know where to find me, right? He ain't even acknowledge you. Nigga, I ain't even gonna acknowledge you. Because y'all try, I'm gonna show y'all what he's saying. Y'all niggas trying to get clout off the BD's name. They been throwing us into y'all little bullshit. I ain't even gonna acknowledge y'all. So I kind of feel like these niggas had a lot of heart from all that shit they was taking from the public. Really. But God said it was gonna be a time that truth was gonna be revealed. If they didn't do it, they didn't do it. And they was gonna have to be let off the hook, period. And the pressure is gonna have to be even more pressure applied to the vice lords. And this is that time. Pressure bust pipes. Okay? Pressure bust pipes. We applying that pressure. We applying that pressure on Kanika. We applying that pressure. Okay, so let's look at Kenneth Hart. Loyalty is rewarded by loyalty, and disloyalty with distance. I don't even fuck with you if you disloyal. Okay, so Kenneth Hart said, I ain't gonna set you up. I ain't gonna try to gang rape you. I ain't gonna try to murder you. I just won't even fuck with you. I'll just keep my distance from you. Sound pretty fair, you know. We called him a setup king. We called him a murderer. We called him a rapist, you know. So let's just look into him and see what he about. He the type of dude that just want loyalty. If you disloyal, stay the fuck away from him. Okay. Look below that. On BD Nation, the streets get played out. If it ain't none, it don't excite me. He getting tired of the streets. Kenneth Hart getting tired of the streets. We should be lifting them up in prayer. I mean, it hit me last night. Like, start praying for them. Start praying for these people. Start praying for some of these dudes. You know, some people, you know, there is hope, and it's not for us as Christians. It's not for me to say, you know, who have hope and who don't. But when I see stuff like this, you know, out your mouth flow the issues of your heart. When I see stuff like this, I'm like, wow, he getting tired of the streets. That's a clear sign that we should be covering him. Right? Hello? It's just what I got out of it last night. So Kenneth Hart, I'll cover you in prayer. If nobody else do, I'll cover you. Okay, Kenneth Tartt does not mess with the ops. Kenneth Tartt is probably one of the realest ones. Him and his gang. If you guys pay attention, for real, that you would see out of these different groups of people, and it's like they like to have fun. They do a lot of gang banging activities and stuff like that. But I really can't place them at the hotel to give them all these bad titles and say you a rapist and you a murderer and you a this and that and the other. I can't, and I will not. Okay, Kenneth Tartt does not fuck with the ops, and I believe ever since they was thrown into this mix, it have been a beef. They have literally been beefing. Some shit that we have even picked up and seen on Facebook, on BD. The ops do not be outside. Some whatever in the house on Facebook. Okay, because they on Facebook talking shit. They going back and forth. And I'm gonna try to get to that and show you guys how they was going back and forth. Kenneth Tartt was basically saying y'all niggas clout chasing off BD's name. Like, cause we turn up, we pop bottles, we get presidential suites, we have photographers, Lamborghinis and shit. Y'all niggas try to get caught off our name. But he never would openly say we wasn't there, because that'd be like breaking a code of silence. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? But we have to be smarter than that and read in between the lines if we want to know what really happened and who was involved. Okay, this is just like a piece of a thread. I thought I had the top of it, but yeah, it's a piece of a thread. I forgot what the post say. I'll have to find it. But he said, right there, he said, be the nation. They just want to be acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? They was basically, he's been talking about this. Now this is going back. Y'all see, say 21 weeks ago. This is going back. He feel like, and all this, these niggas just want to be acknowledged. Speaking up on our name, using our name, or allowing this shit to go on, or if they steer the narrative or allow the world to do it. Either way it go, y'all niggas clout chasing. By even allowing our name to be mixed up in y'all shit is the way I see it. So we looking at Kenneth Tartt. We looking at Kenneth Tartt. I feel like we owe him that, right, y'all? Okay, in the process of finding my true purpose for living. Kenneth Tartt. A lot of motherfuckers just out here just living to die, serving no purpose at all. Wasting over life. And he also had a status too. I think I forgot to screenshot that where he talked about when he was younger how he traveled and stuff, how he got a chance to see the other, part of the world. And so that's why he's encouraged as a grown man to lead a hood and travel. So you guys, we really should have took a moment to kind of find out who the fuck Kenneth Tartt is before we start calling him a rapist, a murderer, a this, a that, and the other. So I hope this video helped Kenneth Tartt. I hope it helps. And I do apologize for the role that I played in the gossip and the bullshit without getting my facts straight. Okay? Kenneth Tartt do not fuck with the ops. Okay, and this is probably the beginning of the thread right here. This is the beginning of the thread right here. We really beefing why you put it on the book on David. Niggas love chasing clout off of us, okay? Cook ass goofies. Stop woofing over here, Facebook gangsters. Okay? They are beefing, or was during that time. I don't know what's going on right now, but during that time with the Vice Lord. Okay? You'll see some other statuses that he made when he hashtagged, the Vice and the Vices. They were beefing. So how is it that he was just with them in the hotel setting somebody up and he beefing with them? That don't make sense, right? And that's why it never made sense to us from the beginning. When we was, when we thought it was three gangs being there, it never made sense to us from the beginning. How are all these gangs here mixed together and they ops to each other? Nobody came to this party strapped, or at least it didn't look like it. So it just seemed like an odd place to be to mix. You know what I'm saying? And all these different gangs, they all ops to each other. It just didn't make sense to us, right? So now when you take the BDs out the equation, shit start making more sense to you. When you understand that they are sincere about how they feel about the BDs, I mean, not the BDs, but the Vice Lords, and they are really they ops. And Kenneth Tartt is the real motherfucker to tell you I would never fuck with ops or even acknowledge a fucking renegade. I don't mess with them. We don't mess with them. And I'm gonna even show you a picture. I'm gonna try to get to it if I don't forget. Of Rico even opening his mouth and saying he's the BD killer, a BDK. I'm pretty sure y'all seen that. Y'all seen that he's a BDK. So how is it that we're supposed to believe that they was actually mixed together this night? We have been deceived. It was deception. Okay? They were not mixed together that night. He was not with them that night. The Vice Lords are BDKs. Okay? Kenneth Tartt and them are GDKs and Vice Lord killers. Are y'all following me? Okay, and he was saying, I think I showed y'all this one already. The ops do not be outside. Where they at? They on Facebook. So the shit was really going down a couple months later between these gangs, you know, but we were not going to actually hear we're not gonna actually hear, you know, guys, I wasn't or whatever. They was actually taking that heat. They were taking that heat from the public. Okay. He basically saying being fake is the new real. Like y'all niggas out here faking it. We out here, BD Nation. He basically saying being fake is the new real. Called saying these niggas is fake. And then he like out here, BD Nation. It was actually going down between these two sets of gangs. He say niggas out here, they out here talking too much on BD. I don't get into all that. I just observe. Y'all niggas talking. What y'all gonna do? I don't get into all that. I just observe. We just peeping out Kenneth Tartt. What type of dude he is. Right? We just peeping him out. Okay, I really don't even know how this wasn't really caught in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't even know how we got to that point where we really mixed these gangs up. You know, I really don't know. Mm. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all that. And we're gonna get into Rashawn. Okay, he say life always good when you know how to live on BD. Okay, like I told y'all about the BDs, they if y'all look into their lives and their gangs and what they do, they partiers. They like to party and have a good time. Look at their New Year's Eve, how they brought the New Year's in. That is what they do. And they a lot of times they have house parties and they have hotel parties. They call it the telly. We're going to the telly. You know, so they like to party, they like to have a good time, and it just don't seem as if to me, it don't seem like to me that they would set up their own people. That's just I see a lot of loyalty from this group, you know, a lot of you know, so it just feels like they're set up their own people, you know. I want to have no shit to do with that. So, you know, this clique right here, this group right here, y'all, they were not mixed with the Vice Lords that night. All right, and I'm gonna continue proving that as we go through Rashawn Mitchell, which is Kenneth Tartt's best friend. Okay. So and we're gonna see where the confusion came in at. And this is another reason why people were saying that you guys were all off. Remember, they kept saying like everybody is talking and everybody is all off, and you know, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, because for the most part we was all off. We was throwing people there that wasn't there. I mean, into the mix that wasn't there. So we was, in a way, we was off. All right. Truth and revelations, truth and deception. I didn't even notice that, John. I didn't even notice that. Wow. Wow, John. I actually just I was sitting here thinking of a title and it said, you know, something just popped in my head like truth and deception. I didn't even think about we just did truth and revelation. Wow. Won't he do it? Won't he do it, y'all? They mouths gonna always be covered, Don, because they was covering their mouths long before Kanika. They in a gang. They have to be in a gang. You have to have a street code of silence. So their mouths is always going to be covered. They have nothing. That's not saying that we are part of that. That's just saying that we just don't snitch. I mean, that's we don't snitch. You know, and that could mean we don't snitch to the cops. We don't snitch. We just don't snitch. You know, so you always see their mouths being covered. That's not the thing that really stood out to me the most is when I was seeing a lot of people mouths being covered, and they was like in front of a picture of Kanika or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So for me, that let me know, okay, whatever happened with this right here, I'm gonna keep that silent. But the fact that that's what they do anyway, because they have to have a street code of silence, you know. Okay, I'm looking for these pictures. Hold on, I might have to go into another email and find them. I'm going to another email to find them. But yeah, we're gonna look at Rashawn Mitchell, guys, because he's a good friend of Kenneth Tart. And if y'all can remember, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm looking for these pictures. If y'all can remember, Rashawn Mitchell was actually speaking out. You know, not in a way to really say he was snitching or nothing like that, but he was really speaking out and trying to tell people we was not there. I was not there. I had nothing to do with that. We was at the Marriott. If y'all can remember, right? Rashawn Mitchell and Kenneth Tart wasn't the ones that shut their page down and ran and had somewhere or created a new page or jumped on somebody else's page. Do y'all get what I'm saying? They wasn't the ones that did that. They kept their shit up, they kept their shit public, and they moved and they went on about their life. Do y'all get what I'm saying? The people that was guilty, the guilty parties are the ones that took off and ran. If y'all get what I'm saying. Those were the guilty parties, the one that somebody else's Facebook page or the ones that suddenly, you know, shut their Facebook page and shit down. Those were the guilty parties. And they basically did that shit and told on they fucking self, if you ask me. I told y'all the live is gonna be interesting. Because God is actually taking us somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If y'all notice, we actually going somewhere. You know, we not just gathering here today just for y'all to hear me talk. We actually going somewhere with this. Okay, this right here is the picture that the picture that we saw, the infamous hotel and the guys that was there that night. Okay, now pay attention. It looked like to me that Rashawn, that's Rashawn right there in the back with the red hoodie on. It looks like to me that is a jacket. Okay, that's a hoodie jacket that he wears on top of maybe a shirt or something like that. So he wears that hoodie maybe more than once. You know what I'm? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like he wear that hoodie a lot. Okay, he can change his clothes, put on an outfit, and just throw that hoodie on the outside. Okay, but that don't mean it's the same day. And this is why I'm trying to show y'all something. Okay, this day right here, he had on a red hoodie. And this was the day that they was at the Marriott going live, which was shared, and people was connecting them to Kanika's, to the other party goers, which this was 2 different days again. Okay, y'all. But like I said, I don't know if it was the ops that actually threw them in, into the loop like that, or if it was the outside public that was mixing stuff in and everybody just, ran with the shit. But anyway, this right here was at the Marriott Hotel on a different day. And if you look, Rashawn Mitchell have on some blue jean pants with his red hoodie on. Okay, just pay attention to that. Just pay attention to that. Because we going somewhere. We ain't on a merry-go-round. We going somewhere. We about to find out what happened to Kanika real soon, y'all. Everything we need to know. It's going to be handed to us. Because the father said so. In particular pictures that I can't find. Bless up, Tarico. Okay. So right here, show this. This is the night of this is what we got from the surveillance camera at the Crown Plaza. This is the person that everybody assumed was Rashawn Mitchell. Now, if you can remember, we just saw the picture of Rashawn Mitchell at the Marriott Hotel. So y'all mean to tell me he changed his pants? Now remember, he had on blue jean pants, and everybody was saying that was the same night, right? Right? So yeah, he did have on a red hoodie. But remember, the night that we actually seen him at the Marriott Hotel, he had on blue jean pants. Okay, so a lot of people were saying that this person right here was either Rashawn Mitchell or Kenneth Tartt, because Kenneth Tartt actually wear a red hoodie sweater too. Okay, and I believe whoever set this shit up, they knew that. They knew that. Okay, right here is not Rashawn Mitchell. And I'm gonna show you this is they tried to make somebody actually look identical to Rashawn Mitchell, because that actual night that Rashawn Mitchell was at the show, seeing it, he had on a red jogging suit. He had on some red jogging pants to match his hoodie that night. So somebody actually put it into plan to have them dressed identically like Rashawn Mitchell that night. Okay, which for me leans more on the side of a fucking setup, a well thought out, well planned setup to make it seem like these other gangs, to make it like it was a mixture of gangs, so you wouldn't be able to just pinpoint it at the vice lords. And also, when because when the shit go down, you can say that Kenneka was killed by they ops. Do y'all get what I'm saying? People will assume that Kenneka was actually murdered by the ops, or or something that set up by the ops. Nobody would think that she was actually set up by her own people. You see what I'm saying? So this was actually well thought out, because this right here is a photo of Rashawn Mitchell that night. Okay, the night at and at the last show, we'll say normally be around what, 1 or 2 o'clock for the last show to end. The same night of the night everything took place. And if you notice, he have on a red jogging shirt and a red jogging pants. Okay, so somebody actually wanted to copy this right here. Somebody wanted to copy that. Y'all don't believe me? Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. Somebody wanted to copy that. Just watch. Okay, because we saw a few people dressed alike. So I'm about to break this shit down. I'm about to show y'all why we seen a few people dressed alike. Because somebody was really copying some shit. They knew what a nigga had on that day. Are y'all feeling me? They knew what a nigga had on earlier that day. And somebody intentionally tried to copy that shit. Are y'all following me? I'm gonna sit back for a minute. I'm gonna let y'all just let this shit soak in. Let this shit soak in. Somebody intentionally tried to copy Rashawn Mitchell's look, because they knew later on they was going to say it was a mixture of gangs there and not just one. And Zach was going to do it. I might be going a little bit too far. Then I might be taking y'all too far, and I can really take y'all. But Zach was going to later on do an interview that was going to clear the vice lord's name. And that's the reason why in the interview he had Peasy and Dory in there, because he's going to later on do an interview that's going to clear the vice lord's name. Are y'all with me? Somebody have intentionally did this shit so perfectly. They knew what a nigga had on that night. And the plan was to make it look like a mixture and not just a vice lord setup. We are not looking at Rashawn Mitchell or Kenneth Tartt in his red hoodie. Them niggas wasn't there that night. Let's get it. And I see y'all. You got the wrong one. I see y'all, niggas. I see y'all. Y'all got the wrong one on this case. I see y'all, niggas. All of y'all. Like I see y'all. So we see a dude sitting right here in Ty Roland's laugh. He on the floor squatted and shit. Y'all see him squatted down and shit. We thought for a minute that was Kenneth Tartt. No, that was the vice lord. Because Kenneth Tartt don't fuck with the ops. And he's made that very clear. If all we do is just look into his life. So who are we looking at in Ty's life? I'll tell you. Another vice lord. Him. Him. Goody Boy. Is that your name? Goody Boy? I believe his name Goody Boy. We done brought him up before. We looking at Goody Boy. In there with his boys. Goody Boy is very close to what is his name? Peasy. He's very close to Dorian. Him and Dorian is very tight. So we wasn't looking at a BD in that room like we thought we were, y'all. We was not looking at Kenneth Tartt in that room like we thought. When I'm coming hard. We was not looking at Rashawn Mitchell like we thought we were. We were looking at a motherfucker that tried to either throw them under the bus or the nigga just came in a red sweater and the world threw his ass under the bus and called they self-connected shit with they fake ass investigating asses. Because the world, I'm sorry, y'all, but the world have really tainted this case from the very fucking beginning. And I hope we at a point where we can really start seeing the truth now. Are y'all with me? That was not Kenneth Tartt. That was not Rashawn Mitchell. Okay? That was your boy Goody Mob, Goody, whatever his name is. In that room, inside. All right? Now we're gonna look at what Rashawn Mitchell say. Who Rashawn? What is Rashawn Mitchell about? Who is this guy? We've called him a rapist, a murderer, all type of shit, right? We've accused him of that. Okay? They look like they just a bunch of guys who like to have fun, turn up, get drunk, get high, and all that shit. But are they rapists? Are they murderers? We don't know. Do we have proof they was involved in that setup? Hell no. So let's just keep it 1,000. All right? So all we can really do is really try to tap into who these guys is based on their social media pages and shit, right? My bad, y'all. I'm looking for. All right. So as y'all see, Rashawn Mitchell was at the show that night, y'all. And like I said, a lot of the hood was at the show, and that's probably the reason why Kamika wanted to be at the movies, y'all. Okay, because a lot of her homies was actually going to the movies that night. All right. Okay. Rashawn Mitchell is a GDK. Gangster Disciple Killer. GD Killer. He's a GD killer, yet we have placed Rashawn Mitchell in the same room with Toliver Herman. We said they were together and at that party together. They would never be together. He's a fucking GD killer. The only GDs that we know for sure to be at that party, and it was only based off the conversation, was those girls that was with Ty. Okay, it sounds to us that Ty brought some girls in, his sisters, and whoever that was actually GDs. Okay, because the girls were saying Crazy Crew. Crazy Crew is under the umbrella of the GDs. Okay, and the conversation that we was hearing, and we heard Tenacious say that GD shit dead here tonight, but those were females that were speaking. Are y'all following me? Okay, the real BDs are not going to mix with the GDs. They GD killers. As a matter of fact, Rashawn even said, I hate you bitches with a passion. Hello. But yeah, we put them all in the same party together. Are y'all with me? They don't get along. So they wouldn't have been in the same party together, y'all. All right, let's just look at Rashawn Mitchell. I'm going to go through these pictures because I don't have anything in order. And we're going to talk about them. Okay. Let's look at Rashawn Mitchell. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even feel for real no more. I don't know, but shit just not hurting me. I don't own real tears no more. I lost too much to even hurt. I don't understand life. Love feeling why the world operate this way. Circumstances fucked up my life. I'm an unstable human. Being I'm lost in the world of hell, and it's not okay. I miss my people. My God. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? We looking into who Rashawn Mitchell is. Okay, Rashawn Mitchell and Kenneth Tart, I feel are two lost individuals who is really crying out, for better, for change. Do y'all feel me? Do y'all feel me? And this is the reason why I put in a Facebook group, and I am going to say to the whole world, get off of them. If anything, pray for them. Okay, but I am going to say, and I am going to put my name on the line and say, I wholeheartedly do not believe these guys had anything to do with that Vice Lord setup. Let's look at Rashawn Mitchell. Okay, I think I also told you guys that Rashawn Mitchell only knows Kanika and Monifa as far as the group and stuff like that. Okay, it's really not nothing. He's just basically talking about everybody, some Facebook investigators and stuff like that. But because that's what they was going through. They was seeing it was a lot of heat. They was taking a lot of heat, and I don't believe that they deserved that heat that they was taking. They kind of got mixed into some shit they had nothing to do with. Okay, and that's just being real, y'all. Rashawn Mitchell say, "I love all women. I may be disrespectful. That's just Bucci. That's his other personality. Okay, but I don't mean no harm. Like this was just what the next night. Yeah. But a piece of advice: be careful. Watch these niggas. Okay, he giving a piece of advice: be careful. Watch these niggas, cause would be on some set up shit. No pussy getting creeps. Stay on your friends. Do y'all hear me? No pussy getting creeps. Stay on your friends. Watch. Don't be so quick to get loose, to throw. Be great and shit. That comes. I mean, I'm just saying. It's sometimes hard to read this stuff, but we have to read in between the lines when we reading what they actually putting out there. Okay. All right. So this was like a little salute that he made to Kanika, and he talking about turn around taking pussy bitch ass niggas. I mean, it just that says a lot. Okay, that says a lot. So it seemed like he was really coming from a genuine place to me when he was writing the statuses and stuff, to Kanika. Um, but that's just what I feel, y'all. Damn Kanika, homie, this shit is crazy. And I had mentioned to y'all before that, Kanika was going live and, a BD disrespect her. That don't mean it was actually them or one of them, and they could have just been talking shit. And she was like, y'all blowing me that night. I ain't about to respond to y'all. I could barely talk. I'm fucked up. What I look like arguing. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we did see that she had a relationship with the BD. She messed with him. They jumped on her live. They was talking to her. So she actually had a relationship with them, which could have been a problem too with the Vice Lords. The fact that you and Monifa hangs or fucks with the ops. Are y'all feeling me? I can think of several reasons why the Vice Lords would set her up. Okay, loyalty would be a motive. Money would be the main motive. You see what I'm saying? It's a few reasons, y'all. Okay, but you don't see Rashawn Mitchell and Kenneth Tart speaking to Shamaya or Bree, the girls of the Vice Lords. It's like they don't. That's a whole separate group of girls. I believe the only ones he actually knew, was Kanika and Monifa. They probably know of the other girls and shit like that, but just didn't mess with them like that. It's a whole separate group. but the ones they really knew like that, the ones that Rashawn Mitchell reached out to was Monifa. That was the only one he reached out to in the beginning when the shit happened. And I believe because he wasn't there and he didn't know what the fuck happened. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So when he was writing these statuses on the 10th and shit, he mainly going by what the fuck everybody else is saying. So that's why he reached out to Monifa and said, damn, I doubt you would hurt your friend like that, because the only ones he really know is Monifa and Kanika. If you notice, he didn't reach out to Shamaya, none of the other girls, because they are vice lords. Okay, and it seemed as to me, Monifa was once a BD. And or may still be, and was cool with these boys before. Kanika at one point was cool with these boys before. So I think that her death really, fucked them up. Is what I'm seeing now, guys. I just have to be real with y'all. Okay. Okay, right here you see he say wild hoes ain't right. It's sad you can't trust nobody, homie. How I ain't even get to see my homie, shaking my head. See, evidently he had some type of friendship with Kanika. I didn't get to see my homie before she passed away. Oh no. Yeah. Well, it could have been Muff because he say no, he said damn kid on Muff. Okay, so yeah, it was for Kanika. Some gotta give R.I.P. Neek. Okay. So yeah, while you hoes ain't right. It seemed like a little bit later, once he found out, or once he probably started listening to the rumors that was going on of people saying like the girl set her up, that's when he started saying, wow, you hoes ain't right. Because like in the beginning, like I said, he didn't know what was going on. So in the beginning, prior to this post, he actually made a post and he reached out to Monifa because he didn't know. But later on, it was like he turned around like, wow, you hoes ain't right. So evidently he was hearing some stuff about what happened or about the setup, and he turned around and said, wow, you hoes ain't right. So for me, too, that was proof that he didn't even know what the fuck was going on. He was not there. Okay, he was basically going off of the shit he was hearing, too, along with everybody else, until they started getting thrown into the loop, if y'all get what I'm saying. Okay. Another Rashawn Mitchell post on BD. I just don't care. I'm the devil's son. I'ma show you Vikes how pain feel. The Vice Lords. And what's really interesting to me is that day. That's what's really interesting to me is that day. Now, and I'm wondering, did he get the memo that they was gonna set them up and not set them up, but blackmail them or something? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But they were already beefing with the Vice Lords prior to this. Okay, prior to this September the 8th day, they were already beefing with the Vice Lords. If you stroll Rashawn Mitchell's page and you go back, you'll see that they ops have been the Vice Lords for a while. So on September the 8th, he made a post like, I'm gonna show you Vice. But if you look at the emojis, it's like he kind of crying too. You know what I'm saying? Not crying, but look at the emojis, like he's in his feelings. I'm gonna show y'all how pain feels. So they had already been going, which I believe that the Vice Lords, I didn't want to say it because I don't know for sure, but I believe they killed one of their homies. I believe the Vice Lords killed one of their homies. Okay. And so they have been going back and forth with the Vice Lords prior to this hotel setup. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So there's no way they all of a sudden one day is just gonna mix with them and party with them. Do y'all feel me? They not gonna just mix. They had already been going back and forth with them. Okay. Now I'm hoping we give and Kenneth Tart and the BDs, you know, I'm hoping we just get that, we step away from that right there, you guys, and really close the walls in on the ones that's really responsible for this shit, and that's who's been, steering the narrative the whole time. Okay, the walls gonna close in on their asses. Period. because everything is coming to the light. Okay, he hates the GDs. He hates the Vice Lords. Okay, they will not be mixing with this group. Do y'all hear me? That was a lie from the very beginning. Okay, this was that post that I was showing y'all when I was saying in the beginning he was, basically reaching out to Monifa because he didn't know what was going on. So he's seeing shit from everybody else. He like, wow, look how they played Monifa. Somehow Monifa committed suicide. The only person that he even tagged or even, spoke anything about was Monifa, because he don't know those other girls like that. Okay. And at this point, he had no idea of what really was going on. He hearing shit like everybody else. So we keep this shit 1,000 over here, and shit got to come to the light. These dudes don't have anything to do with the setup. So we have to bring as much proof to the table as possible. All right. Okay, right here he just saying always remember it's easy to get. He actually meant to say, I guess, caught up. But he said to get caught. I guess cough is supposed to be caught, but hard to get away. That's what they tell you about the streets. Watch and move as if the world is watching you, because believe me, them people watching. Stay strong, because being weak gets you lift. Okay. So he's telling people like, stay strong, because the world is moving, operate like the world is watching you. Always move like the world, because believe me, they are. Okay, this was September the 10th at 4 o'clock. That's what they tell you about them streets. Okay, so he knew that he better be on his shit because the world was watching him. You know what I'm saying? And or the world was gonna be watching him, because I believe he got wind of what they was gonna do. That they was gonna set them up and try to throw them into the loop and shit. I believe he got wind of that shit. Okay, I believe that they got wind of that shit. They knew what them niggas was up to. But they really just, like I showed y'all, a lot of Kenneth Tartt statuses he was talking about y'all niggas trying to chase clout off the BD name and shit like that. They wasn't gonna say publicly what was going on. Everybody is keeping this secret, and to them, we are some out of towners. So if we figure it out, we figure it out. But if we don't, we're not gonna get the news or the message from them. Especially the fact we have already mixed up the case, so fucking much, to where the Vice Lords almost, and listen to what I'm saying, almost got off. Okay. So believe that Zach too is a Vice Lord, because we've been wondering what affiliation is his gang, who gang he's affiliated with. We think he's a Vice Lord too, because there was a reason why he said, my GD boys, we didn't touch her. I mean, we didn't kill her, bro. All we did was touch her that night. It seemed as to me he was also trying to throw another group into the mix. See what I'm saying? He did an interview where he covered two Vice Lords, and then he was actually posting, accusing the GDs of doing something. First of all, a real nigga is not gonna come out and admit to doing some shit. You gonna have to catch them in some shit, first of all. Okay? And Zach already told y'all he don't give a fuck what proof y'all got on him. He gonna always lie. So first of all, a real nigga is not gonna just come out and admit to doing some shit. So when Zach came out and said, bro, the GDs did not kill her, we touched her, but we did not kill. It was a reason why he said that. He wanted to everybody to get the idea of the GDs having something to do with it, which we're gonna get into the GDs too next. Okay. But that was the whole purpose of him doing that. He was covering for the vice lords. That's why I'm also believing that Zach is a vice lord, or was probably paid by the vice lord to help cover this shit up. Yeah, they tried it. They tried it. Okay, this is a screenshot somebody has sent me. Y'all remember this was going around the beginning of Rashawn Mitchell. He said, look, can you stop saying that stuff? Because a lot of people was on him and Kenneth Hart. Okay, he said, I ain't got shit to do with it. I wasn't there. I was in my hood booling. And as we seen, y'all, he was at the show at a certain time. And I'm pretty sure when they left the show, he was in his hood fooling. We call it fooling. They call it booling. I'm sure he was in his neighborhood fooling. Okay, so Rashawn Mitchell was actually speaking out saying, like, look, could y'all stop saying that stuff? I don't have shit to do with it. We was not there. He's been saying it from the giddy up. Are y'all feel me? He was saying it from the beginning. Stop saying that shit. I wasn't there. Stop saying that shit. We was at the Marriott. Stop saying that shit. It wasn't even the same night. But the world took it upon itself to keep saying, oh, yes, you was, nigga. We see you. And that wasn't even him we was looking at. Are y'all feeling me? I'm looking for something else too. Another post that I found for Rashawn Mitchell. I want to show y'all that, and then we can move on to the GDs and look at their involvement in it, if any. Okay. Okay, here it go right here. Yeah, John, we got Zach ass too, because Zach was either paid. Zach is either a vice lord or he was paid off by the vice lords. Because yes, that's the reason why he did that interview, to get the vice lords off, basically to lie for them, to cover for the vice lords. And that's also the reason why he was throwing those fake ass statements and shit out there, but saying the GDs and BDs. He never mentioned the vice lords. So yes, that's why. But you see somebody confronted Rashawn Mitchell and they said, who is that? Then nigga, we got you. Same picture I showed y'all of the guy in the red jogging suit dressed like him. Intentionally dressed like him that night. Ain't this some weird shit? Intentionally dressed like him that night. When we walk away from this conversation, y'all should be able to see setup all motherfucking day. And a master of setups behind this shit. An OG master of setups behind it. Okay. But this person, Jason Briggs, commented like, okay, well, who is this? Rashawn Mitchell said, I don't fucking know, dude. He said, I don't know. Because I really believe that this nigga did not know who was walking around that fucking hotel dressed like him. He did not know. But we called him a liar. Y'all, and Jason said, y'all niggas love red sweatsuits. Well, guess what, Jason? I'm sorry to tell you, buddy. But there was the vice lord that night, too, who liked the red sweatsuit. So the evidence that we had on Rashawn Mitchell and Kenneth Hart was a red sweatsuit. Because if that's all the proof that we had, that shit is debunked right away, because it was more motherfuckers in a red sweatsuit who are vice lords. Now our list and shit make more sense. Because when we write a list and we see this 12 vice lords and three other gang members, then we say, well, damn. Now we take away them 3 other gang members and we say, oh, okay, here we go. Now it's all vice lords. Now the shit makes sense. Right? Now the shit makes sense. Because people were brought into it and thrown under the bus that was not there. I don't believe the Winky, Punky, and Quan, they were not there. Those are the GDs, they were not there. Kenneth Hart, Rashawn Mitchell, the BDs, they were not there. So when you take these people out of the equation, what do you have? A vice lord setup. Let's get it. All right, I'm going to prove to y'all now that the same thing happened with the GDs. And I just told y'all about a post that Zach made. If y'all can remember, Zach accused the GDs of touching her, but not killing her. So everybody believed that, okay, well, the GDs was a part of this setup. The GDs was there. And plus, we heard the conversation with Ty and the girls on live. So we assumed that this was also a GD setup, and because of that, we thrown them into it. But like I said, as my team, as we went back and backtrack everything, we could not find no motive for the GDs to even collaborate with the Vice Lords, on this setup whatsoever. So I'm gonna take y'all there. We're gonna look at that. Give me a second. Get out of here. Now I don't like showing all my hand. Not right away. You just don't know who be trolling in your lives and shit. All right, so I'm about to show y'all how this shit was done. Not just with the BDs, but also with the GDs. They were thrown into something, and I believe became at war again, just like the BDs. I also wanted to show y'all the status. I forgot to show that Kenneth Tart made. He was basically saying that they got new ops now. This was like maybe a month later, like big ups to our new ops. I think that they was already ops before and going back and forth with them. But I think that not the device. Who was they talking about? I think that the GDs, I think it became a big war, like, a big thing now. And with all these guys, the BDs, the Vice Lords, and the GDs, it's a big war going on. It was right after. Like I said, I don't know what's really going on with them now, but right after, it definitely was. It was some shit in the game. Okay, and I think a lot of it had to result with them being thrown into the mix of some shit they ain't had nothing to do with. Okay, but remember, y'all, Kanika was originally a breed. Okay, her family name, whole weight. Rico had a relationship with her dad's side. Her dad's side of the family, the Jenkins. Okay, this was her gang, her family. So it had to be a setup. It had to be, something that it had to go down like this, y'all. If y'all get what I'm saying, it had to go down like this. Okay. I'm looking for something. Just give me a second. Okay. There's something else that really messed me up because I didn't know in the beginning, was this done intentionally from the world, or from the ops or Better World. But we have been so thrown off, it's ridiculous. And it's shit like this right here that did it. Okay. And this came off my page because I had posted this, when I first started working on this case, because I found this, doing my research, and I came across this picture, and I was like, wow, Taliba Herman really is looking hard as fuck. So I ended up posting it on my Black Nancy Grace page. I went back and screenshotted it so I could show it to y'all. Okay. I want everybody to take a good look at that picture because there's something wrong with that picture and that caption. Okay, if Taliba Herman was in that room with them, then you would have a GD there because Taliba Herman is a GD, right? We all should know that by now. Taliba Herman is a GD. But the picture we looking at is not Taliba Herman. That's again the dude that's sitting right there on that bed with that Adidas jogging suit on and them braids in his hair, because Taliba Herman does not have braids. It's Lil Ty. Truth versus deception. Y'all see that shit? That's not Toliver Herman. That's Little Ty. So now, when you remove the thought of Tyler Herman being in that room with them, and you say, "Oh, wait a minute, that's not Toliver, that's Lil Ty." Now, what do you have? All vice lords. Can I get a hello? You get all vice lords. That's not Toliver. That's Lil Ty. So now, what do we have? All vice lords, with the exception of those females and Ty. Correct? So not only was Kenneth Tart and Rashawn Mitchell thrown into this shit and the BDs, so was Toliver Herman. Toliver Herman probably hadn't been with Monifa in years. Toliver Herman had a girlfriend he was with. Toliver Herman wasn't fucking with Monifa during that time. Toliver Herman took a lot of backlash, just as well as these other two guys. So Toliver Herman said, fuck Kanika and fuck y'all. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because of the backlash that he was taking by some Facebook investigators. Are y'all with me? Toliver Herman got called out as Ty. He got mixed up as with Ty, and he also got mixed up with Kenneth Tart. The public was mixing these people up and also dropping false information saying that Toliver Herman best friend was killed by Kanika's brother. Then that later was dismissed when we found out that Kanika's brother was actually in jail for drugs. The world should have shut the fuck up. Seriously. Like in the beginning, we should have just shut the fuck up for real and let them do their job. And then came in when we finished on close the shit. Because seriously, a lot of people had mixed this shit up. And here we are today trying to explain this shit. Are y'all feeling me? Here we are today trying to explain all the mixed up. So our team couldn't even move forward with the next part of the investigation because we have to sit here and explain all the mixed up. See what I'm saying? But you best believe now that we know who was responsible, what gang was responsible, who started that shit, and we have a motherfucking motive. Now the wall's gonna come closing in on them bastards. Now the pressure can bust some pipes. Because now we separating the truth from the deception. Because God gave us spiritual discernment over here to do so. He said he wasn't going to leave us unknowing. And everybody that's here in this chat room, they trusted that. And that's why y'all come listen and tune in. Because y'all know God is not going to leave us unknowing. I'm not a fan of any of these people. I'm only a fan for the Most High. I'm only a fan for His only begotten Son. I'm not a fan for any of these people. But when I tell y'all that these people was thrown into some shit part of, I have to just be real and speak that real shit and speak them facts. But now that we know who the motherfuckers is behind this shit, and now we understand what was going on, now we can get to work for real, for real. And now we can work on the next level, which is which is the Vice Lord have some kind of business going on with this hotel. What did they want? How would they plan on getting their money back? Do y'all get what I'm saying? So this is the next level that we're going to be on, y'all. Discussion this morning. The next level is to really even hooking up with Painting Truth, because John told me she did some awesome work. And we're gonna go back and look at your video. I'm gonna go back and look at your video, Painting Truth, because John, spoke to me and said that you pretty much aligned the Vice Lord with the hotel and their operations and stuff. And I believe that this right here would take us to the next level. How did they plan on getting their money back? If they plan on having some guys come in and rape her and get paid, if they plan on selling her organs, what was it? How did they plan on getting their money back? Why did they choose to use that hotel? That is what we moving forward, not backwards. I don't even address some of the shit that I still be hearing where people are still stuck in the bullshit. I don't even address some of that stuff, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not going backwards in this case. Nobody can really, have me all over the place. We moving forward. So our next mission is to find out the Vice Lord and the hotel's connection, the business, the operations they fucking got going on. That's where we at with it. And we really do believe that God is, shedding a light over here, as well as with Painting Truth. And our information is pretty much lining up. Okay? It's pretty much lining up. So I am going to tell y'all, I am going to say this before I show y'all another picture. We have been misled and deceived for so long now. I can only suggest you guys really narrow down your YouTubers. Narrow down the people that you get information from. So this is only for those who don't want to no longer be all over the place. Okay? Only click with the ones that y'all feel is actually going somewhere, actually going into truth. You see what I'm saying? All that other bullshit, if you don't want to be entertained bad, unless you want to be entertained, don't pay it no mind. Because all it is just entertainment to keep the views and shit going. It have nothing to do with this case whatsoever. So I can only suggest just narrow down your YouTuber. Okay, and just if you want to find out what happened to Kanika, like I said, you want to be entertained, then that's something different. Okay. I can only suggest, because I just don't know who is responsible for a lot of this mix up. I came in at the ass end, like investigating this stuff. And so I don't know who's responsible for all this mix up. But I really want to say to y'all, just be careful when taking in information from these people, because a lot of people intentionally mix some shit up. It was already a plan. And in that plan, it was already to confuse people with the cameras. Okay. It was already another layer added on top of that at a Crown Plaza to edit footage and shit. It was already another layer added on top of that by Rosemont Police Department to do some reenactment. So now you got the world and outside motherfuckers adding to all of that with false information. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I know I don't unless John or one of my people that I really trust say watch that video, I don't fuck with them. Period. I have my selected few I mess with. Other than that, you ain't gonna catch me all over the place. I'm trying to find out what happened to this baby. Period. Okay, this picture that I just pulled up, this right here is basically Kanika's Breed family. This is the family that she was with prior to being flipped by Rico. Okay, this is the whole different group. This is why you don't see, if you guys, like, I know a lot of y'all taking notes and stuff, but if you notice in your notes, you have 3-4 different groups, and and just because you might see one mutual friend does not mean that they are associated with that group. They could have just went to school with that chick. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why they her friend too. But these are different groups. This is the group that Kanika was with. The Breed family prior to being flipped. If you notice, he put on the caption, I wish I could rewind the hands of time, because not only they lost Kanika, they lost the other guy too in the front, who he tagged, Javon Barnes. But rewinding the hand of times, that would mean Kanika being a Breed again, being around a family again, being around their friends again. Okay, their family. And these are the people that you'll see Kenny connecting with, her brother talking with, connecting with. okay, on Facebook or whatever, you'll see Kenny actually interacting with this crowd, the Breeze. I have not seen, or I don't feel like you will see Kenny interacting with the other group, the Vice Lords, maybe not even the BDs. I don't know if he's even cool with them. But Kenny's set is the Breeze, just as his mom was, just as his uncle was, just as his cousins, on his mom's side. He was a Breed, and he probably gonna always be a Breed. Okay, so Kenny connects with the Breeze, the 1300 boys. So we see more love coming from these people than anything. You pay attention and peep it. These people actually really miss Kanika, really had love for Kanika. This was more of her family, her set, okay, her original set, the set that her brother is still in, the set that her mother was once in, the set that her uncles once led. These was her people right here. I just wanted to bring that to the forefront. So you won't see, a mixture with the Vice Lords, and these are a total different group of people. Okay. All right. So a lot of these groups were drug into this shit, but they had nothing to do with it. We even mixed some breeds in it, and it's some breeds that actually was really close to Kenny, and they family. They call Kenny brother. They really close to Kanika. So these breeds had nothing to do with it. Okay. We see right here, this is Anna Boy Darian. I have posted this before. Anna Boy Darian is a breed, okay, from the 1300, which Kanika, like I said, is her family. And he actually commented and said something about the GDs and the Vice Lords mixing, but I believe what he was talking about is Ty really and Peasy, because that right there is a mixture. And them girls that Ty brought in that night, was the GDs that was there. But what they see, the clicking up, and like I said, the clicking up that was kind of off, but I believe that was done intentionally, was Peasy and Ty being side by side on live together. Are y'all feeling me? And then you also have a setup that was orchestrated or put out or set into place, by Vice Lords and mixed, and they had Ty, which is under the umbrella of GD, and the girls mixed in together. So you see the breed actually called that shit out. Like, y'all niggas gay clicking up. Y'all gay, y'all some gay shit clicking up like that. And like I said, when you look at the live, you see Ty Rowland and Peasy. That is an odd hookup. Y'all get, that's an odd click right there. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So but yeah, the breeds, they frowned upon that shit. Okay, and they really, I believe, had a special connection with Kanika. Probably went, now these are the ones that probably went to high school with, not high school, but elementary school with Kanika, and you know what I'm saying? These are the ones probably went to kindergarten with Kanika. These ones right here. That other group don't know her like that. Okay. And that's the reason why J Money said they are not her friends. The only she was messing with Rico. And the other insecure bastard that I feel he was, I'm pretty sure he didn't have Kanika all up in them niggas' face like that. I mean, she probably was there because she was right by his side. But you better put your face down. Look at them niggas in the eye. Don't you stare at them too long. Don't have too much conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? So they probably never got a chance to really get to know her like that, to really have a good friendship with her like that. The whole point of the Dak interview was to seriously cover for the Vice Lord. Okay? That was the whole point. Because I believe, this is just my opinion, I believe that Peasy is Ty's front man. And I believe that Dorian is Mike's front man. Okay. And as me and John was speaking, I believe if some shit was to hit the fan, who you think gonna go down? The lowest niggas on the totem pole. The street workers, them two. You know, But yeah, that's why they were more front and center. You know what I'm saying? Because the bigger guy said, "Shit, y'all go take care of that." But I kind of think that Peasy is like Ty's cover boy, cover man, and I think that Dorian is Mike. I mean, I don't know why I just feel that way. I just fucking feel that way. But I'm gonna take a look in the chat room and hear what y'all got to say. Read some of these comments and stuff. Thank y'all for sticking it out with me. Y'all know when I get to work, I gotta be focused and shit so I can locate them pictures I'm trying to show y'all and tell the story at the same time. So, but thank y'all for sticking that shit out with me. And I'm gonna read some of these comments in the chat room. This is groundbreaking live today, people. The truth has come now. Yes, John. Malika and John stay dropping that knowledge. Okay, won't he do it? I love and respect them, man, in this chat room. All down, we feel the same way. We love and respect you guys, and we appreciate you guys all day long. Hey, sexy is. Hope you're having a great day and rest the chat. Hey, Andy. Okay. Sexy. She is beautiful. Ain't she beautiful? I know, no homo, but she's beautiful. I give credit where credit is due. Malika, you be on it. Yes, Don. I try to stay on it, Don. We need to find out what happened to this baby, and if we get some information that shit don't make sense, we have to make it make sense. Or I'm not gonna move forward until I do. Okay, and so just knowing that, at first, y'all, we peeped out the 3 gangs, which was a 3-gang theory, just like they did a 1-room theory. See, they had theories and shit. They got a drunk girl theory, they got a 1-room theory, and they got a several gangs theory. See what I'm saying? They got theories and shit they have put into play. Okay, but these are the deceptions that we have to move out the way so we can actually get to the truth of what happened to Kenneka. Period. Okay. But yeah, the vice lords had multiple rooms in that hotel that night, possibly a room at the DoubleTree. As me and John was talking earlier, I said, John, it's a huge possibility that they snatched her up out that room, took her in that elevator, down into the basement where no cameras is, outside some doors, and right next door to the DoubleTree. So we really don't know. We're gonna get to this shit. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. But it's possible that they had several rooms and a room next door to DoubleTree, because that was not Kenneth Tartt's room. And I hope I did prove that today. Okay, so finding out who had that room at the DoubleTree is a whole different, avenue, because we actually blame that on the BDs when the BDs don't even have no connection to Shaniqua Watkins. Again, I don't even see no connection between the BDs and Shaniqua Watkins. And we know that Shaniqua Watkins was the person that rented that room at the DoubleTree that night. So who did she rent that room for? But it wasn't the BDs, okay, or the GDs. Okay, and if you wonder why Toliver Herman, was being so disrespectful, I really do believe because he was getting thrown into some stuff that he wasn't in. When he did that I'm Nowhere Around You video, I don't know if y'all know it or not, because I couldn't even find it no more. It's been completely taken down, but that video is old. Somebody brought up an old video and made it seem like it was happening at that moment. An old live that he did, where he was probably beefing with one of his ops, and he dipped out for a minute and started saying, I'm nowhere around you, nigga, come get me, yada, yada, yada. Somebody dug up that old video or old live of his. Uh-oh. Shit, about to die. Hold on. Okay. Somebody dug up that old live of his and said that it was that same, right around the same time, and it wasn't. So he got thrown into it. So when we started seeing the disrespect coming from him, he just seemed like overall the kind of guy that's like, fuck you, fuck her, and fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't have to do with that. Fuck all y'all. So that's where I think the disrespect came. And if y'all notice too, go down his page. I didn't get the screenshots, but later on he actually came on there and apologized for calling Kenneka out her name. He actually came on there and apologized. He said, y'all, I apologize for calling Kenneka a bitch, but y'all just blowing me with this, accusing me. So kind of go back and look at that yourself. I didn't get the screenshots of that, but now that I brought this shit to the table, just go back and look at that. Okay, go back and look at that. And you'll see that he was really, the shit that he was saying was out of frustration. Okay, Kenneth Tartt was like pretty much trying to hold that shit in, and he was actually just, doing him like he do. But if we would have read them statuses and read in between the lines, we would have thought, oh, these are his ops. He couldn't have been there. See what I'm saying? But more with Tolliver took the shit like a fuck y'all. He got frustrated bad. He spoke a little bit harsh out of frustrations. You see what I'm saying? But these people were falsely accused, y'all, and that's the point of this lab today. So from here out, what we're going to do is we're going to remember the police report stated, we heard in the beginning that there were 12 suspects. Okay, they had mentioned 12 suspects. So now when you take the GDs out the equation, when you take the BDs out the equation, we have 12 suspects. Let me show y'all. We have 12 suspects. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? So when we take these people that was falsely accused out the equation, y'all, we have 12 vice lords that we can label as suspects, not including the girls though, because when the police said 12 suspects, I'm not sure that I'm not sure that they was talking about the girls. I think they were just talking about the guys when they said 12 suspects. But it was mighty strange, mighty funny actually, that when I was looking at the list, I said, damn. I said, John, we got a suspect list with 10 vice lords on there. I said, but we left Peasy out. So when we add Peasy on our list, that's number 11. I said, so John, we have a suspect list with 11 vice lords. I said, well, damn, you add Tyrone in there, devil your 12 suspects. John, we have our 12 suspects. So now, which helped our case out a lot, because we can take a part of that news clip and that news article which said 12 suspects, and we can build that fucking suspect list and prove to them right there, here your 12 suspects right here. All vice lords. All vice lords right here. See what I'm saying? God had already gave it to us. And we didn't even know it. Whoever thumbs down this video, I hope y'all took y'all ass on somewhere with y'all hating ass. Motherfuckers stay mad, but y'all claim y'all here for Kenneka. Fuck y'all mad at me for. If y'all don't like what I'm bringing to the table, like my information, go troll your ass somewhere else. I ain't the only one talking about Kenneka. Dumbass. Could tell y'all be on some fake shit. Whoever want to down some videos, y'all just don't recognize the real. Y'all some fake motherfuckers, or y'all probably just mad because the real shit is coming out. It could be a vice lord that's been had behind the motherfucking woods, or probably one of y'all mamas and shit. Fuck you and your mama. Nah. Onika. Hating ass. But anyway, so yeah, we got our motherfucker 12 suspect list, okay? So now we got our shit and we know who these 12 motherfuckers is, the main people responsible for that shit. We want to find out next what kind of business is they operating with this motherfucking hotel. What do they have going on with this hotel? So y'all really about to be mad. We so got them, John. That's why they mad. That's why they mad, John, because we got their ass, John. We had their ass last week when we dropped that motherfucker. And we said, hey, Rico did this shit. It was a setup. We had their ass then. We had their ass then. But you know what? We just more information. It just opened the door. More information just kicked that motherfucking door in and said, hey, I'm about to fall right on your lap. Look at this. We wasn't there. Nah, you got all vice lords in this motherfucker. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they are mad. But what they eat don't make me shit. So stay mad. And y'all should be, because pressure busts pipes, motherfucker. I'd be mad if I was y'all too. Shit. Got away with some shit after 7 months. And booyah, here come a bitch that can't even operate a motherfucking laptop and an app calling my ass out. I'd be mad if I was you too. Got y'all ass. I had told people from the get-go, from the first time I started doing this shit, like I was gonna do a lot of exposing. So I guess they ain't believe me. And I'm from the don't believe me, just watch state. Okay. Celebrate. Come on. Celebrate good time. Come on. There's a party going on right here. Hey, let's celebrate. And that's what I feel. And take a good time. Y'all should be dancing right now. Hey, we're gonna celebrate and have a party with you. Come on now. Okay, I might be off a little bit. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. Hey, celebrate us. What do we have here? Okay, Quan, Punky, and Funky and Wanky not there, so we're gonna remove these three GDs. So let's start at the top. Ty Roland, we got one suspect. Mike, we got two suspects. Killer, we got three suspects. Lil Ty, we got four suspects. Neff, we got five. Hollywood, we got six. Cocky, you number seven. Smacks, you number eight. Sticks, you number nine. Wayne, you number 10. X, whoever the fuck you are, because we're going to find out who you are. You number 11. And Peasy, you will make number 12. Celebrate good time. Come on. Celebrate good time. Come on. That baby gonna get her justice. Do y'all hear me? That baby's gonna get her justice, because if she wasn't, God would not have brought all this stuff to the light after 7 months. Do y'all hear me? Drop justice for Kanika. Hashtag fact not fiction. Hashtag it's coming, it's coming. Drop them motherfucking colorful hearts for our baby. Justice is coming. Celebrate good time. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. That's why they mad. We got our 12 suspects. Good time. Come on. That's why they mad. Hey. Hey. Yahoo. Yo, we got a reason to party. That's why they mad. Yahoo. Hey. Lift Kanika name up. Yahoo! Hey! Yahoo! Y'all mad asses. Y'all should be dancing too. Yahoo! Y'all claim out here for Kanika. Y'all should be dancing too. Yahoo! Big up to my number one. My number one for doing this suspect list months ago. For doing this list months ago. We already had that shit in our lap. Let's go. Celebrate good time. Come on. Yes. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yes, he will. 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 All right, y'all. So I just want y'all to know, team, that we are on top of our shit. We stay on top of our shit. We will never been on top of our shit. We cannot be thrown off. We are here for a purpose, and justice will prevail. In the name of Jesus, justice will prevail. Okay, it's coming, Nika. It's coming. We got you, baby. We got you. We got the spotlight on all them niggas. You hear me, Nika? Pressure bust pipes, baby. We feeling it. We figuring this shit out, Nika. We got you, baby. We got you. And we over here celebrating because we know we got you, baby. We know we got you. Next up, we need to figure out what this business is going on. How the fuck did y'all plan on getting y'all money back? How did y'all plan on getting y'all money back? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's live for another discussion. But anyway, before I close out, which I'm getting ready to do, I just wanted to tell y'all for Kanika's birthday weekend, we are going to run a broadcast for 8 hours. We're gonna have the slash shows. We're to send us whatever y'all want added to the slash shows. We have slash show presentations. I want to have some special guest panels. We want to have a Friday night ladies night, so I want it to be an all women's panel for Friday night. I'm inviting Paint Truth. I've already sent Ice by email to invite her on. I'm gonna invite 54 Keys, and we can get an all women's panel for Friday night, the weekend of Kanika's birthday. Okay, I want us to have a nice celebration, a big celebration. Just make it a weekend to remember. Okay, so y'all ladies get with me for Friday night, ladies night. John gonna do some stuff for Saturday. Gonna try to get a couple guys together, get some discussions and stuff going on. We just gonna make it a beautiful weekend to remember, okay, and to lift up Kanika's name and her life, and just show us a slash show of her life, and just to keep her, to lift her memory up, keep it alive, okay. So I'm inviting you guys to send me some pictures or whatever y'all want added to the slash show presentation. We have a musical playlist we're gonna play. If y'all want to add some songs in there, send them to me. Okay. What time? I'm thinking about running the broadcast like maybe starting around the afternoon leading up to the evening, and maybe just stopping it at night. I don't know though, Don. I'll figure it. I got to talk to actually the other people too that's involved, and once I get all the times and everything, and I'll let you guys know. I'll definitely let you guys know. But we gonna turn up for her birthday weekend in our own special way. In our own special way. So I'll definitely let you know. Okay, let me drop my email in here right now, guys. I'll drop it right now. Okay, I'm dropping my email in here for y'all now. Um, I love you guys. Like, yeah, help us do something spectacular. Like, let's do like a long presentation. Like, let's have a long slash show, a beautiful slash show. So in case people just, drop in and leave out, my broadcast to be running, so you'll be able to see the slash show running. You know what I'm saying? So dig up whatever pictures y'all want to add to the slash show. Y'all know how to do little texts and stuff. Add that on. We're gonna put some messages inside the slash show, whatever. Let's just do it really nice. You know what I'm saying? And I want to come together with some other YouTubers, and do some stuff. Okay, so let's do that for her. So y'all drop me some stuff, whatever y'all want to add to the presentation, or whatever ideas y'all have for that weekend. It's the weekend of May 25th. 25th, 26th, and 27th are the 3 days we're going to run an 8-hour broadcast. Okay, we're going to do like maybe a few hours actually, having panel discussions and stuff like that. But for majority of the time, it'll just be like slash show presentations running with soft music playing, just really lifting her up. So whenever y'all want to drop in the chat room, just fucking Nika drop some hearts for, and then maybe we'll have a certain time where we actually have a panel on, maybe from like, 6 to 8, or, from 5 to 8 or something like that, but we're going to be running the broadcast for 8 hours on all 3 days. Okay. So I'm really trying to get, a nice slash show presentation to present to everybody as they, come through and stuff. Okay, so help me out with that, y'all. The best is yet to come. Oh, I love that song, John. Y'all got me in here singing. The best is yet to come. Okay, I can't sing, but for real, y'all, the best is yet to come. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Painting Truth. I'm gonna go watch that video. John said you just got an awesome video. I'm suggesting everybody else to go watch that video. He's saying that everything that we kind of speaking on and what she's speaking on is really coinciding with each other. Okay, and like I said, our next thing, right, our next level, investigation or whatever you want to call it, is really finding out the connection between a vice lord and that hotel. Okay, so we do believe that Painting Truth, have a lot over there that can help us connect some dots. So you guys go over there, make sure y'all subscribe to Painting Truth and follow up with her videos and stuff. Okay, she got some dots to connect. As far as what we doing too. So yeah, I suggest y'all go over there too and check out her videos. Okay, I'm getting a little tired. I'm drained from that. I can easily drain myself, y'all, because I do a lot of stuff throughout the day. So I'm getting drained. But I love you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Um, just like I said, everything I bring to y'all, fact check it for yourself. Okay, just fact check it for yourself. And Kenneth Tart, Rashawn Mitchell, and Toliver Herman. I do want to give y'all my sincere apology for my part that I played in it. And I just want to say, you guys, I wish you guys the best in life, and I'm going to continue to cover you guys as well as your city and as well as these women, because I don't want to see anything happen to my people at all. I just want my people to better themselves and to come out of Babylon, come out of her, and that's why I'm here, So I have taken some, low shots at you guys and stuff because of, me just being biased to the situation, but just stepping on the outside and evaluating the situation and putting my feelings to the side, I realized that you guys were falsely accused. Okay, and I actually messaged you and I said I was going to do this live, and I'm a woman about my word. So I hope that you guys see this, and I hope that you guys appreciate, me taking the time just to actually say I'm sorry and to bring the real truth to the light. Okay, all right, you guys, I'm out. I love you guys. You guys have a blessed day. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. All right, y'all. Have a blessed day. Much, much love to y'all. Much, much love. Always. Just Sakanika all day, every day. We're going to celebrate, y'all. We're going to celebrate. All right, y'all. I'm out.